Hi Pisces, welcome to your weekly love reading. Let's see what's going on for you this week in terms of love. We have 5 of Pentacles, the Star, Harvest, which is Judgment, Queen of Cups. So this is someone that has felt like an outsider for most of their life. They may be feeling left out in the cold at the moment, but I feel like for most of their life they felt like an outsider. This is them sitting off at the side and there's this group of people here. So they've always felt like they're the ones looking in from the outside when it comes to other people. They may have seen themselves as weird, as different. They may have grown up not feeling good enough. They may have compared themselves to other people a lot. But this person is different because they're here to make a difference in the world. They're different because they have like special gifts. And look at this little lizard here. It's like it's popping out of that hole to have a little like chat with this person. That's like spirit trying to talk to this person. This person's close to spirit. The star's about healing, so they are here to be a healer. They're a healer of some kind. They are a balanced individual overall. But yeah, there is very much a sense of them feeling in the dark, feeling left out, but there's so much light. In the darkness they see the light more easily is what I'm hearing from spirit. And basically that means through a lot of adversity they've awakened, and through going inwards and feeling that isolation, that's helped them to spend a lot more alone time in them, going inwards and introvert, going into their mind. Because they felt so disconnected on the outside in the 3D, they're much more connected with the divine. They found that soul family, a lot of guidance. Maybe they felt like there was no one in their life to support them when they were growing up, and so they relied upon spirit, God, you know, however it resonated for them. They felt connected to a higher source, whether they consciously realized it or not. Many of them will have realized that on some level. We have Judgment here and it's Harvest. So yeah, healing, seeing a light, a deep connection with spirit. Judgment is hearing that soul calling, being here to wake people up. This person has a lot of abundance to offer people around them in terms of that light and love. Very generous heart. For some of you, this is someone that's recently had a spiritual awakening upon meeting you. And it's very healing for them. Interesting, Queen of Cups. I feel like there may be a distance between you both, and you're both thinking about each other from afar. It's interesting. He's got a cup here, she's got a cup. So I'm seeing you as like counterparts. And look at this white that he's in. It's almost glowing. So this is a divine soul, divine spirit. They may have felt like they had to hide their true self. So when you see them in the 3D, it's like you sense there's so much depth about this person deep down, but they may have felt like they had to hide that in their life because they were so different from everyone else around them, and that made them feel insecure about who they are. Upon meeting you, it's like you reflect them, and so that's almost like giving them permission to be more of their true self, even though they don't need that permission. I feel this is like them thinking about you, you thinking about each other from afar. They may, but you know, there may be like a third party here. They may be living with someone, they may be married or in a relationship or something, but they're like constantly, when they're not like with their partner or they're getting away from their partner, they're thinking of you. They see you as someone with a very open heart. They see you as someone very balanced emotionally. Even when these waters are stormy, you're still solid, you're still strong. They see you as someone very loving. There's pink and green. Those are both colours of the heart chakra. They see you as offering their cup fully. And this person is as well. They may be a little bit worried that your connection is some sort of temptation. I'm seeing the apple being offered here to him. So it may be fearful a little bit that this is a temptation that's going to like destroy this connection that they may have with someone else, or this could just represent some sort of stability or maybe a comfort zone or something they've built up in their 3D life. But yeah, they've got a very big heart. Let's pull some clarifiers. Who is this person in terms of the Five of Pentacles energy? Who is this person? Temperance, Queen of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck I am seeing the Seven of Wands. So I'm hearing from Spirit, because they felt left out, you know, maybe in their life and their day-to-day life they did not feel connected. They felt disconnected from those around them. Felt like something was missing. Maybe they felt disconnected from the divine, because this is the card about feeling left out in the cold, feeling lost. They may have met you when they felt down. There may have been things going on internally and externally, maybe even what's been going on in the world right now that's made them feel very down. But upon meeting you, it felt like the light, it felt like the star, it felt like so much healing. They feel like there's a balance between you both. There's the Two Cups here, and we have Temperance, the Two Cups. There's an alchemy between you both. I'm seeing a crown chakra here, like the sun. So, and this looks like the third eye as well. A lot of awakening since meeting you. She's got a moon here on her forehead. There's a lot of illusions, a lot of the veil of illusion, conditioning, coming up to the light for healing. Upon meeting you, it's like they feel that you are equals. They recognize themselves in you. So you're kind of like an outsider as well. Or you may have felt that way because you're very different. You're a highly sensitive individual, very empathic. Queen of Pentacles. So this is about feeling like they're impoverished in some kind of way. It doesn't necessarily have to mean financially. I'm seeing this more as emotionally. They needed support, basically. They needed someone by their side, and then they've met you, and it's like you're offering what's missing to them, a lot of light, a lot of love. They see you as very nurturing, and because you're equals, this person is a very nurturing person as well. I feel like, well, I'm hearing from Spirit that when they're at school, when they were younger, they were always like being nice to people, kind, you know, for the most part. And they looked at other people that were more like bullies, or people that were like really nasty to other people, and they just didn't understand how people could be that way. They were like, why are people so mean? Why are people so horrible? And they just really didn't understand how people could be that way. And it made them feel very insecure, like, because they felt so different in their life, and they felt like no one understood them. They probably felt like family didn't fully understand them either. Maybe they felt like no one would have their back, kind of thing. So they felt kind of abandoned, all on their own, and very like worried about being vulnerable because no one had their back, kind of thing. And so they went into themselves. They had protective walls up around themselves, But this is someone that's very nurturing. When they feel confident, when they trust you, they come out of their shell and they're much more nurturing. This is someone that will give their whole heart. They may wear their heart on their sleeve. That may have led them to get hurt quite a lot in past relationships, and so maybe that wounding has caused them to be a lot more cautious now with this Seven of Wands. This to me is implying someone who feels this need to keep people at a distance until or unless they really trust the person. People have been energy vampires to this person. They've drained this person's energy. Subconsciously, people have picked up they have so much light, so much love, so much healing energy that people in their past were draining their energy, using their energy to feel better about themselves and making them feel burnt out, making them feel depressed, making them feel like they couldn't stick up for themselves and have those healthy boundaries. But now I feel like this person is much more balanced within themselves. So these days they do have healthy boundaries, but sometimes they can be a bit distrusting when it comes to opening their heart. So it may come across as them pushing you away or not letting you get close. What's the Star card about in terms of who is this person? Two of Pentacles. So this is someone that has a lot of responsibilities. They may take on a bit too much at times. Interesting balance here, but this is them juggling. You have an infinite bond with this person. Maybe on the surface they're trying to appear strong, but really emotionally deep down they're feeling these stormy seas. They're feeling all over the place. I feel like this is their insecurities, or because they felt thrown around by all these people's energy that they pick up on, absorb, kind of thing. It's like they try to put on this front that they're more stable, but it feels like a struggle perhaps to put on that front. This is someone that's been struggling with living like a double life. It's like deep down they are very empathic. They're kind of like this energy, but they only let this truth out in the dark. In their alone time, they only allow themselves to feel who they truly are. And that is why this person needs a lot of alone time. People may have thought they were weird because they needed a lot of alone time, but really it's they needed to recharge their batteries. It did not feel safe when they were younger, and maybe even to this day, to be their true self in the light of day in front of people, and so they need a lot of time still to go inwards. But maybe they're beating themselves up about that, thinking they're weak, thinking they're weird, because they need so much alone time, and other people don't understand that. So yeah, this was that double life, what they appear or how they project themselves to be in their 3D day-to-day life and who they really are. But Spirit is really wanting a healing of this. It's become too much of a heavy burden. Something's got to give, and love is the most powerful force. So you've met this person in order for that love to break down these barriers, the mask that's exhausting them. It's time for them to shine their light. They're a very healing force in the world, but you're in like the initial stages of helping this person heal themselves, and you're mirroring each other with this. So everything I'm saying about this person, I feel is very relevant to you as well. And who is this person in terms of the Harvest card, or really it's the Judgment card, King of Cups. Okay, so we have a king and a queen here. At the bottom of the deck I'm seeing the sun. Okay, so Judgment and the King of Cups. They're hearing the soul calling upon meeting you to open their heart. They feel like they've met their match. They feel like you are so much like them, but you're courageous in expressing your feelings, being your true self, letting them get closer emotionally, letting them see. They feel honored because you're allowing them to see your truth that you don't really show many people, and that is allowing them to open their hearts, seeing you and seeing how confident and strong you are in many ways. Embracing your truth allows them to feel that they can embrace their truth as well. So they're rising up, hearing that spiritual calling. It's a rebirth for them. It's a healing of the inner child. It's a healing of the inner child. The white horse to me always signifies being on the path of their highest good. You may be seeing suns or sunflowers as signs and symbols. Some of you, not all of you. They feel so much joy. They feel like it's harvest time. And someone in their life, or maybe several people in their life, may be feeling left out right now because this person's energies have changed. Their vibration has changed upon meeting you, and so they're no longer resonating with their old self, their old life, maybe even certain people in their life, and so those people are feeling left out. This may be exasperating, this feeling of being weird, because whoever's not happy about this person going inwards is kind of blaming this person or making out that they're being strange and what you're doing kind of thing, and maybe punishing this person, and that's like triggering them again. But Spirit's saying it's highlighting that to this person that maybe there's certain people in their life who aren't truly supportive of the real them. They're more supportive of the masked them. And basically certain people aren't going to be happy for this person to grow and transform and be their true self. But they're seeing the lights, they're awakening. King of Cups, they feel this deep love. This is what I was saying when I put these two cards together. It's like he's got a cup and she's got a cup. It's because you're the King and Queen of Cups. Emotionally balanced no matter what's going on. This is basically saying to me that there may be a lot of triggering in both of your day-to-day lives, emotional roller coasters, because this connection is catalyzing or being a catalyst to major transformation internally, and that's manifesting as external transformation, maybe upheaval, maybe tower moments. So the water's kind of stormy, but for each other, you're helping each other feel balanced no matter what's going on the outside. And this is saying that your love is balanced. Your love will be a constant balanced experience. Okay, so what are their true thoughts and feelings for you right now? What are their true thoughts and feelings about you and your connection right now? 8 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. I will see this as the Sun as well. High Priest or the Hierophant. And there's a light shining down here as well. Okay. So how are they feeling about your connection? Well, the 8 of Pentacles, they feel it's an infinite bond. They're actively working on this connection, or they're just going with the connection. They're going with the flow of it. They feel very enthusiastic about your connection. I feel like it's divinely inspiring them to be more creative. It may be highlighting certain patterns to them, because this is about this person creating the same pentacle over and over and over. But overall, I feel this is very much grounding this person's truth. They're feeling stable. The infinity, the number 8 is like their 3D self, and their soul self. And this is grounding. Pentacles are about the earth element, birthing that, grounding that. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is, normally in their workshop or their man cave or their woman cave, the door would be closed. That's just like a literal, a metaphorical symbol of how they felt. They felt very closed in, but now, since meeting you, they're opening the door a bit. They're letting the fresh air in. They're feeling free. They're feeling more confident to be able to, they don't feel like they have to shut themselves away. They don't have to confine themselves as much. They're still very much like that, very much an introvert in many ways, but they've opened the door. They're letting the sun in. They're feeling joyous, happy. Ace of Pentacles, I see this connection as an amazing opportunity. Look, this is like the sun that's outside. They're allowing the sun in. They're opening the door for you. They're allowing your light to come in because it's making them feel happy. It's making them feel like they've won the lottery. No, it's like they just feel so uplifted, but there's still very much this sense of privacy about this person. Like they're like a lot of alone time, but they may be even feeling more confident with other people. Like they're not so worried about what people think of them right now, because you're giving them permission to be more of their true self. Again, they don't need your permission, but nonetheless that's how it feels for them. They're inspired by you. The High Priest. So we have the Judgment card. High Priest is very spiritual as well. They're listening, they're feeling, they're knowing that this spiritual guidance from a higher force. And look, this is like this is about work. This is about them working towards goals, aspirations, working hard on that, whatever that may be. And they're allowing the light to enter their creations now. They're allowing this spiritual energy, light, love, to be a part of their work now. They're trying to create something, they're trying to manifest something. It's like he's creating a potion, a spell, and doing some sort of magic here. This person's trying to create an amazing opportunity here, brand new beginning. Maybe trying to ground your connection in some kind of way with the Ace of Pentacles. Let's pull some clarifiers. Start off with, actually I'm going to start off with that Ace of Pentacles. What is this about? Look, there's lots of pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles. This is about investments. Since meeting you, they feel that this is a golden opportunity. And so whatever they were working on, before, they're now taking a step back, evaluating that, and they're like, how can I add this spiritual element, or this more confident element into my work? But also this is like they're taking a step back in their life, and they're seeing what they've been putting time and effort into, and they're just trying to figure out, do I continue to put that effort in the same areas? And I feel like they're modifying what they're putting time and effort in. They're making changes in their life, basically, major changes, and they're no longer investing in their old life or their old way of doing things in some kind of way. And people around them are noticing something's different about this person, and like I said, they may not particularly like that. It may be making certain people feel a bit insecure around them. So what they're thinking and feeling in terms of the High Priest or the Hierophant, this could be a twin flame connection. Normally shows two monks and the Hierophant. So it's like two twin flames, the higher energy. Four of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, there's the Four of Cups. So this is a gateway. It talks about divine marriage as well. It can talk about families and like 3D marriage too. I always see this as like the soul family cheering you on as you go through this gateway, like a checkpoint in your soul's contract, in your soul's growth. And this is like what they're trying to manifest. It's very interesting. This is often the marriage card, the Hierophant, and this is a marriage card as well, Four of Wands. So they may be thinking, because Four of Cups is about a missed opportunity. Maybe someone's married, or maybe someone's getting married, or something like that. Maybe that's what they were investing in. Maybe someone's living with someone. And there's this new opportunity, Ace of Cups, coming from the divine. That's your connection. But they're like, they're sitting there right now trying to meditate upon, do I take this cup or do I continue to invest in what the cups I already have, kind of thing. There may be an element where maybe you, or it could be the other way around, did not notice their feelings for you. Maybe they were giving you their cup, like the King of Cups. Maybe they were giving you their heart, or trying to show you their feelings in some way. It may have been they were hinting their feelings, but they couldn't directly say it. That's why that cloud's there. It's like hiding behind the cloud, but trying to offer their heart. And maybe you, or the other way around, were already focused on something had built up. Maybe you wanted some sort of stability in your relationships or your day-to-day life, which was your own personal life away from this person. Maybe you were focusing on that, and so you didn't fully notice this person, or they didn't notice you initially. But then you went through this gateway, this doorway, and you did notice each other, and you were like the Temperance with the two cups on the same page. Maybe they were trying to manifest, like, you noticing them. They felt it was a very spiritual connection, or you did, and the other person, it's like one of you was this side of this gateway and the others were that side. They're trying to manifest, someone's trying to manifest the other person, like joining them, noticing the connection. So maybe they're working hard on that. What's this Eight of Pentacles about in terms of what they're thinking and feeling about you? They see you as the Empress. So they see you as the divine feminine. They really look up to you. They feel you're in a high position. Like, for most people, it's like energetically, they feel you're in this high position, and this person is working hard to, because they look at her gaze, it's like you notice them, and they're opening this door for you, and you're inspiring them to work hard because you see their worth, and it's helping them to know their worth as well. Okay, so let's look a bit more into how they're thinking and feeling using the tarot cards, and then we'll look at some oracle cards as well. What are they thinking? Their current thoughts and feelings about you. The Witch. So this is the Magician. So yeah, they're definitely trying to manifest something. So thank you so much for joining me here. Take care. Bye.